I'm done. I'm saying it. I'm just done. I don't care what property it is. If Marvel just has their name on it, just go ahead and expect it to be good. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings stars Simu Lee and Awkwafina, and it's about Shang-Chi, the master of unarmed weaponry-based kung fu, is forced to confront his past after being drawn into the Ten Rings organization. Now, walking into this movie, just like Guardians of the Galaxy and just like Doctor Strange, I knew nothing about this property. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, what the hell was that? I had no idea. The only thing I knew, it's a Marvel movie, and with 20 plus movies, I can't doubt them anymore. And this movie, I just gotta say it, it blew me away. Like, honestly, like, this is one of the best Marvel movies they've ever done. Top 10 tier. I don't know where the ranking is right now, but just walking out of this movie, I was in love with this character, this world, and my god, the making of this movie. The directing is flawless. I don't have any issues with this directing. The directing is beautiful. The movie looks amazing with this great cinematography. The colors really pop. The CGI special effects look amazing. Some of the scenes look flawless. Others you can definitely tell there's a big CGI something happening right now. But with a lot in this movie, the CGI just flew through this movie. It felt natural, and it's all due to the amazing direction. I really just admire looking at this movie, and looking at this movie brings this amazing choreography action sequences. Every single one of them, for the most part, was A+. I mean, towards the end, it's a lot of CGI, but for the most of this movie, there's a bus scene, outstanding. There's a scene outside of a building, awesome. The fighting, it's top-notch. It is top-notch. It equals, maybe even better than some of the biggest action movies we get nowadays. This movie is the standard to those fight scenes. Beautiful wide shots. The choreography's fast, action, intense. You actually feel the intensity in these scenes. I have no complaints with these action scenes. Now, besides all the great production of this movie, the actual story and characters really brought this movie home. Like I said, the movie looks great, and that's good and all, but you gotta have great characters. Shang-Chi is now one of my favorite Marvel characters. Simu Liu, sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, he was really good in this movie. He nails just the superstar lead. He's funny, he's charismatic, and he's a dark character, which I didn't really expect, because again, I didn't expect a lot from this movie, but he alone has a dark past and a dark family tree, which leads into one of the greatest villains. And I mean that, guys, top 5 MCU villain ever. The father figure to Shang-Chi is, I mean, they do an amazing job with his development. You actually care for him as a character, but he is a villain, and he has not, like, you think, like, he's the evil empire when you first kind of meet him, but when you get to really meet him, and all the flashbacks we get with him and Shang-Chi, that dynamic was so good, and I mean so good. Father versus son, and I really felt that impact in this movie. They did an amazing job with these characters, gave them strong character development, and really brought this movie home. With my only few gripes is only very few. My biggest one has to be a certain character that we see in this movie. It involves a major spoiler, which I will not spoil, but this certain character is a character I've never been a fond of. And seeing this character in this movie, I just was like, you're here for comedic relief and for something cute to be probably sold for merchandise. And I really did not like this character. And I did not like this character in this movie. And I did not care for this character, the outcome of the end of the movie. So, again, no spoilers, but if you know me and you see this movie, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. But besides that, some of the comedy very early on with Awkwafina was really on the nose and kind of just like, I really need you to push back a little bit on Awkwafina. But towards the end of this movie, Awkwafina's character really comes into her own. She's a really good character by the end of the movie. But toward the first 30 minutes of the movie, she's definitely just Awkwafina. But besides the comedy, I have no issues with this movie. The character development is stronger than it's ever been. The movie, the choreography, the beautiful production, the costumes, everything technical of this movie is perfect. I love the world. I cannot wait to see the sequel to this movie. I know it has the Marvel fatigue. There is certain things that happen that set up a Marvel universe, but this movie felt like its own movie, and that is the biggest positive I can say in this whole universe. And I will give Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings an A-. And there is 2 end credit scenes, just stay around for the very end. But besides the Avengers stuff, I'm so glad this movie felt like its own movie. I cannot wait to see a sequel to this movie. I'm excited to see him join the Marvel Universe and see him interact with other characters. That's cool and all, but just as a movie, I'm excited to see his sequel for Shang-Chi. So really just go and see this movie. Please go and support this movie. See it on the biggest screen possible. I saw it in IMAX tonight. It is the best way to see it. Go and see Shang-Chi. I cannot recommend it enough. Anyway, guys, enjoy this early movie review, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.